Okay, you guys, we are live with New American Funding. We're doing a class on Set It and Forget It. So getting addresses up to date, your social media profiles, your marketing, other marketing profiles like Zillow and stuff like that. Mary's going to run through a number of things with you, but also talk about command and designs so that you can send out an announcement on social media about your new office space. Okay? So the handout that I gave you and that we're seeing on the screen right now, that's just fun holidays in February. I think a lot of them are made up, including Valentine's Day, but most guys would agree with me. My husband doesn't believe in it. It's my mom's birthday, so we celebrate. But anyway, so these are fun things like for social media posts, just to have interaction out there. Because although you sell beautiful homes, we don't want to see them on every single post. We want you to mix it up and do some fun stuff. And so if that's coming up with some ideas, there's a little calendar for you. Don't forget that you can schedule your posts. You don't have to do this on a daily basis. You can time block so you don't get social media distracted. If you do not know how to do those things, let us know. We will help you. But otherwise, I'm just going to turn it over to you, Miss Mary.
Oh, well, thank you.
So you can take it away, okay?
Before I move away from this page, if you're not already following Tanya on social media, you should. And you will see this weekend for National Pizza Day, pretty much should be a national holiday in my opinion.
It should.
We will be posting about it. So it's just, these calendars, we get them every month. So if you guys want, we can start sharing these with you every month. Yes, I see a thumbs up. I will do that. I've said it. I'm going to do it.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, can you go to my Instagram?
Yes.
So that they can see it?
What a great idea, Tanya.
I would love a follow.
Oh,
That's my
this is
personal
wrong one.
You can follow me there too. Mostly I post about my babies. Okay, so on here, give me a follow. And one, I need followers. I've created a new business page, so you can see I don't have many. So follow me. I will follow you back and show you the love. What I want you to, if you're using these social media platforms, who was at Instagram today? I know Nick was. Was he the only one? You guys. Okay, so with Instagram, the stories are really, really big. And
shall we watch yours?
Let's show the story, yeah. So here it's, hey, industry education, realtors with Instagram, so I'm trying to attract some attention. Here I am, rates are so low, who's ready? They can click there and ask me questions and interact. And, there we are. You did that.
I did do that.
You did that.
That was today.
Well,
that
was today. Yeah. So, but what I want you to watch is I'm working on being more active on my stories and not just putting stories out there, but causing interaction. And if I don't get interaction, I make interaction. So if nobody talks to me on here about my question on, hey, rates are low, you want to refi, then I am going to put some questions out there myself, and then I'm going to answer them. Like Benny asked me a question, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, rates are really great. And I'm going to put something out there to draw activity, hashtags, all the things, right? So anyway, this is something that if there's something you want to share or an idea that I do it. If you see some fun interaction things and get ideas. Jelena does a lot of posting. If you see her social media, she does posting on okay, so house of the week. How much do you think this one is?
Who knows?
Jelena.
Oh, Jelena.
But she's not doing it on her stories. I haven't seen any stories. Are you doing stories? Okay. But she does fun little things to get interaction on social media, which drives up her attention. So that's almost like a whole nother class. But
it is a whole
I'll
nother
like you
class.
back. I'll share stuff with you, share your stories, give each other more exposure.
Yeah. Okay, so quick show of hands. While we're already in Instagram, we're just going to keep rolling with it in terms of making sure your profile is updated. So quick show of hands, who has an Instagram? Nice. Okay, so I'm sure you've run into it before. You can't post from a computer. You're really limited to what you can do on a computer in terms of editing. So let's see how we can do this. Yep. Can you guys see that? Great? Yep. Cool. So what you're going to do for updating your profile, I want you to bring out your phones. I'm giving you permission to stare at your phones right now. That is the only time, all class. Just kidding. I'm pretty chill. But anyway, okay, so you want to go to your profile, which is your little face in the bottom right corner. Everybody good? You're looking at your grid. You're looking at your profile. So you want to click up on the top right, that little hamburger. Oh, wait. Nope, I lied. My bad, y'all. You want to click Edit Profile right here, which is
We can't see.
that button right under the bio. Edit Profile. I'm so sorry to everybody watching on Facebook Live right now. So once you click Edit Profile, you want to look towards the bottom, and there is Contact options if you have a business page. This is only if you have a business page. You want to click on Contact options, and from there, you can click and edit your address. Right there. Do you have a business profile?
I do. I hit my story or.
Can I see? So you want to go to your profile in the bottom right corner,
Oh, got it.
and then Edit Profile.
There we go.
For those with a business profile, were you able to find that? Okay. Anybody have issues? If so, we can touch on it at the end of the class. Once again, thank you everybody following along on Facebook Live. Hopefully I wasn't like screaming into your ear. So that is Instagram. Like I said, Instagram is really like made for using on your phone. It's not really made for the computer. So you can actually edit a profile from your computer. But as of right now, I'm not logged into the business side, so I can't fully show you that. But if you need to, you can go to your profile here and edit profile as well. As this isn't her business page, you won't see her address in this one. Any questions on Instagram? Cool. And following our whole spiel, if you want to learn more about Instagram, please let us know. Nick, you were at our Instagram class today. How was it?
Oh, it's awesome.
Was it a little overwhelming?
Overwhelming, for sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. That's pretty common. So if you want to kind of take it piece by piece, let me know. We can definitely sit down about that. Okay, so next, and I'm going to end with commands since we're going to be spending most of our time in there. So next, I just want to quick do like a little PSA. If you use any sort of like design websites, so for example, I use Canva quite a bit. Making sure that if you have any marketing materials that you use consistently, so like maybe flyers that you use, or if you do your open house marketing through here, etc., and you have your company address, making sure you're going through and you're double checking some of your documents to make sure that your address is updated there as well. That's just if you include your address in there. Does that make sense? And you can see right here our little Happy National Pizza Day graphic, made that in Canva. So, great place if you're looking to do some of that custom stuff. Alrighty, Zillow, everyone's favorite website here. Am I right? Just kidding, that was a bad joke. So, however, do any of you have a Zillow profile? Okay. So if you don't, I know some people still like using Zillow for getting testimonials and reviews and having their profile on there. So you do want to make sure that your address is updated there as well. So if I'm just at the main page, yours is going to look a little bit different because we have a lender profile. My guess is yours is going to say Agent Hub. Is that correct for those of you that have it? Right. So you're going to click that button in the top right. And then you get into your account. This little box over to the right of your page, it's going to say View or Edit Profile. You're going to want to click that button. And I have a tendency to talk really fast, so please stop me if I'm moving at like a really, really fast pace. So from there, you're taken to a full profile, your About page, all that. You're going to want to click this big blue button that says Edit Profile. From there, under the Edit Your Profile section, you have About, Contact Info, Office Info. You're going to go to Office Info, update that business address. I'll walk through that quickly again. So once again, you're starting at Lender Hub, for you guys, Agent Hub. Then from there, View or Edit Profile on the right-hand side of your page. Once again, on the right-hand side, big blue button, Edit Profile. And then under edit your profile, it's office info, and that's where you want to update that. Anyone have issues with that? Cool. Same thing is going to go. We don't have a realtor.com profile or some of those other websites. But what you're going to want to make sure you do. So if you're on realtor.com, if you're on any of those other websites, check your apps as well. I know some people use maybe aren't using the Keller app. So if you're using any other sort of home searching app, making sure it's updated there as well. Obviously, it's a little hard. I can't show you my phone, but if you're using any sort of app that you're directing your clients to, make sure you're going in there and updating your address as well. Any questions about Zillow? My guess is, yeah.
Not only have you covered this, but is it automatically updated on MLS? Do you know?
Ooh, my guess is going to be no.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, phew.
Wendy
Okay.
sent that in.
Thank you,
Real
Wendy. Everybody thank Wendy after this.
Is it
Woo.
Wendy?
All right, we're good with Zillow? Okay, I'm going to pop into Gmail. I know a lot of you use Gmail. Try not to look at how many messages I have. It's a lot, and I get made fun of for that. Okay, so we're going to go to settings up here in the top right corner. It's this little cog. You're going to go to click the settings button. Hopefully none of my emails are embarrassing in there.
Bachelor bracket.
Girl, I am very proud of my bachelor bracket. I got 100% last night, so if anybody would like to discuss, please let me know. So once you go to your settings, all you have to do is scroll and scroll and scroll a little bit more until you get to the signature button here. Some people have a signature block. So if you use an image for your signature, you're going to have to go to where you created that signature in the first place. Some people use Publisher. Some people may have made theirs in Design. So if you've done it there, I can show you where to update that. Some of you may have done it in Canva. But so if it's already like a static image, you'll have to edit the static image first and re-upload it. Cool? Otherwise, this is completely editable, so all you would have to do if you have your address in your email signature is updating it right then and there, retyping it, however you need to do that. Email signatures, it just is this a little side note. If you haven't already, make sure you're putting links to your Facebook page, links to your Instagram, links to your website, and you can do that in a few different ways. So if you did follow me on Facebook, you could do that. All you would have to do, highlight the word Facebook, click the little link, add the URL. You can also link images, so if you wanted to, you could find a little Facebook logo, pop that in there, link the image itself. Just if you're looking for ways to kind of jazz up your signature a little bit, make it easier for people to get to your social media pages, your website, whatever it is you're really trying to direct people to, I definitely recommend putting that in your email signature. Questions on updating that in Gmail? Is anybody else using a different email system? No? Gmail's the way to go? Nice. Okay, cool. MailChimp. Anybody using MailChimp? Not at all? Okay, well, I'm going to quick run through it just in case anybody is using that for whatever purpose. I know that Command does have the MailChimp connection, so if you haven't actually already created a MailChimp account, you definitely should. We use MailChimp all the time. The emails you get from us, those are through MailChimp. And then if you're going to be wanting to use the KW Command email functionality, because you can send mass emails now, you have to have that MailChimp profile. Once again, that is a whole other topic. That would take me down a 30-minute rabbit hole, so I'm not going to touch on that. But if you want to know more, touch base with Tanya and I. So we do have our address in here as well. So if you need to update that, it's your name in the top right corner. You're going to go to Account. You're going to go to Settings. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. Settings, Contact Information, primary account contact, and then you would edit that contact information and it'll let you update your address. your address doesn't just automatically show up unless you know, like you put it anywhere, but it's still good just to make sure all of your information is as updated as possible.
Is MailChimp free?
They have a free version. So we've only ever used the free version. I have never needed to pay for anything. I would say because they've kind of become more popular, I've started to notice them maneuvering their website a little bit more to kind of push people towards paying. But a workaround similar to like how in Command Your Contacts you can tag. One way that you can kind of send to more separate lists is by tagging people when you upload them. So that's really the workaround, because I think they only let you upload like 2 to 3 lists of people now. So utilizing tagging if you're planning on using MailChimp for any email marketing. But I'm a huge proponent of it. You need to have it for the emailing and Command anyway. Highly recommend there. Any other questions on MailChimp? Cool. Facebook business pages, which I'm hoping you all have. Raise your hands, just everyone. Okay. If you don't have one, just a little quick, I guess, PSA caveat here. If you're posting real estate content on Facebook, you need to either have it from a business page, otherwise you have to be putting those disclaimers into every single post you do from a personal page, which is why most people create their business page. It has all the compliance aspects already in it, so that you don't have to be putting, licensed in Minnesota with Keller Williams, Premier Realty, Lake Minnetonka. We all know that's kind of a mouthful. So if you have it already in your profile, if you want something on your personal page, I recommend sharing it. Sharing it from your business profile, kind of keeping that a little bit separate. That's just if you're posting, like you have a new listing, that sort of real estate content, it has to be connected back either to those disclaimers or to your business page. So, once you're in your business page, a couple little things to note too, because I do see this per compliance. I don't want any of you getting fined for anything. Fines are no fun. We spend enough money on other stuff. So I know Tanya's looks a little bit different because we're a mortgage lender, but for your name, you need to make sure that you have the full brokerage name in the title of your page. So Keller Williams, Premier Realty, Lake Minnetonka, the whole thing. So if you're on a team, I know I just saw Tam and Sam updated theirs to North Home Team - Keller Williams Premier Realty Lake Minnetonka. So if you don't have the full brokerage name in there, update that. I will show you where to do that while I'm showing you where to update the address. Compliance piece number 2 is your cover photo. So your cover photos, if you have any cover photo, it has to have the brokerage logo, the Equal Housing Opportunity logo, and the National Association of Realtor logos. If your logo is also on there, just making sure you also have the brokerage logo prominent enough. If you need those logos, shoot me an email. I have all of them, but they need to be on that cover photo. And then now we can kind of move into why we are here, is updating the address. So under this About button, you're going to want to click that.
Sorry, where did you go?
The About button over on the left. And for some people, it might be towards the bottom of all those buttons. Is everybody there to this About page? Do you have your business page on your computer, Jim?
1 second.
Okay, no pause. Another piece of compliance, if you do not have it, is also in the About page. If you scroll all the way down under About, or under More Info, in your About section, you just want to have that you're licensed in Minnesota. So if you don't have that anywhere on your page as well, I recommend putting it here under More Info, About. You can edit it right there. So those are the 3 compliance pieces are the name of the page, having license in Minnesota, and having your logos in the cover photo. Cool? Good.
What do you do without you?
That was very nice of you. Thank you. I think it would be my worst nightmare to hear that somebody actually got fined for something. So I want to help you avoid that. While we're on that topic, don't use Google Photos because they're copyrighted and you could be fined. I don't want you being fined. So that was off topic, but just on the note of making sure you guys don't get charged for anything. So is everybody here in this About page? Cool. All you have to do is right here, kind of towards the top, it's in small lettering, edit page info. And then you're gonna scroll under general. You have a street address and it's new. If for some reason you see any other info you need updated in here, it's always good to make sure this is kept as up to date as possible.
How do you change your at whatever?
Oh, I will show you.
All right, cool.
The name of the page. Everybody get there okay? Cool, cool, cool. So, if you need to change the name of your page to make sure it is compliant, still under About, you see this general category. So you have a name and you have a username. They're two different things. Are you seeing that? Are you in the About section?
Let me get out of that one section.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have a name and a username. Your
Yep.
username is what shows
Got
up in the URL. So if you're looking up here in the URL, Tanya's username is Tanya Mortgages for You. So if we were directing somebody to her page, we would say to go to www.facebook.com/Tanya Mortgages for You. That's your username. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So that doesn't have to have the brokerage in it. What does have to have the brokerage is your actual name. So to edit that, you literally, all you do is click edit. I'm not actually going to edit Tanya's, but it'll have you put in a new page name here. If it's available, you'll click continue. Something to note, it doesn't update automatically. There is literally, it gets sent through to Facebook. Somebody, like an actual person, has to approve it. I mean, it makes sense because they're making sure nobody puts like anything inappropriate into a page title. But so don't panic if you don't see that update within like 5 minutes. I know for some people it just depends because you're waiting on a physical person to update it. So check back within 24 hours, but just making sure that you've entered that request to get the name changed if you need to.
So you do or you don't need to have? She's got her non-MLS stuff in there. So like
You don't need your license
Okay.
number or anything. Nope. That's our rules are a little bit different. So for Tanya or for lenders, it's having your NMLS. For real estate agents, it's having your brokerage name in there.
Sorry, I'm not seeing where you found name there. I've gone through. Is it under general? You said?
So if you're over here on the left, you want to
Yeah.
be in the About section.
Yep, I'm in there.
And then it's under General,
Uh-huh.
and it's the name right here in the middle.
So the whole thing, you're saying that username all had. So hers says at Tanya Mortgages for You.
So that's the username.
Yep,
That
and
can be
that's-
whatever you want. That's
that
what
can
shows
be
up in
whatever
your
you want.
URL.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
That's
So
what I
if
needed to
Tanya was a
change.
real estate agent, her name would be Tanya Sample, dash, comma, whatever have you, Keller Williams Premier Realty, Lake Minnetonka.
Got it. Connie, does yours still say at
Give everyone a minute or so for that one. Anybody having issues with that? Pretty straightforward. While I'm on this page, I'll give people about a minute or so. Make sure you have a story in there as well. So this is different from like an Instagram story. This is basically their fancy schmancy word of saying a bio. So if you have a bio written, which all of you should have a bio written, it's like everyone's least favorite thing to do, but it's so important because you have it on your Facebook page, your Instagram sometimes, you're probably going to have it on your website. Making sure you do have a good bio written and you add it here on Facebook just to help people get to know you a little bit more. Cool? Cool. I'm going to move on to the next one. So, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a little bit different. So, you don't actually have to have a physical address, and I don't even think it lets you, but it does have a city. So, technically, we are a different city this time. So if you want to update that, or if you even just want to have the full office address like in your bio, to do that, you want to click on your face and where it says me up here in the top right corner. And then you want to go to view profile. Are any of you like actively utilizing LinkedIn, by the way? Like, are you posting on it? Are you reviewing people?
I do go on it, but I'm not super active on it.
You are not alone.
Yeah.
I think LinkedIn, oh gosh.
Class.
I was just going to say, I'm about to like get on my soapbox for LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. Ignore the fact, however, that I haven't put my bio in here. Shame on me. But I think LinkedIn is kind of like a little hidden gem that not a lot of people are utilizing. I'm friends with a lot of real estate agents on LinkedIn. I almost never see anybody posting. Like you're missing like a whole group of people that aren't seeing real estate content, because I think realtors are a lot more focused right now. It's always been Facebook, now it's kind of gone into Instagram, but nobody's really utilizing LinkedIn. So absolutely, and especially those are connections that are awesome for you when it comes to being in real estate. You know, professionals that are gonna either want to buy a new house, buy their first house, etc. So if you want to do more with LinkedIn, let me know. Got your note, Terry. I will turn it into a class. We'll see what we can do with that. But if you want that updated in your profile, so you also should absolutely be having the fact that you work at Keller Williams on your LinkedIn. Make sure people know that you're a real estate agent. If you need to edit it, so you just scroll down to experience and you click the little pencil. You can update the city location, so if you want to do that, and then in the copy or like in the description, if you want, this is a total personal preference, you don't have to have it, you could put the full office address if you just want people to make sure like they know if they go to your page. Another nice thing about LinkedIn, it's very much like you can do like endorsements for people, so you can say like this person's really good at doing all these things. All of the time when people do that for, you know, someone else, it's a very, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. A lot of people will do that for each other, just kind of showing that you're great at what you do. It's also a great place for reviews. So I know we've done, you know, testimonials for agents we've worked with through LinkedIn, things like that. And I think it's kind of, once again, a hidden gem that not a lot of people are, you know, asking for testimonials on LinkedIn, giving testimonials on LinkedIn, but just kind of another feature on there that you could use if you wanted to. Any questions on that one? All right, guys, we're now heading into command. Everybody's favorite place. Okay, cool. So, in command, the first place that we're going to go is if you click on your name and your face up in the top right corner, I'm taking you to the marketing profile. So if you click that, it is not this first profile button, it is the settings button. I've made that mistake a time or two. Once you go there, just quick caveat, make sure all of your accounts are connected, your MailChimp, your Facebook, your Twitter. The post scheduling functionality in here is super, super nice, like Tanya was saying, so making sure you have those accounts set up so that you can do that. Okay, so marketing profile. So we clicked on your name, we went to settings. Now, over here on the left, you go to connect settings and marketing profile. So here on the left, marketing profile. I'll say it one more time. So name, face up in the right corner, settings. Over here on the left, connect settings, marketing profile. Quick caveat, this is a dummy site because a bunch of us marketing people share one profile, so if you're like, who's that guy? Just know this is a dummy site, and this is not our actual name and info. As you can see, his name is Tess McTesterson, and that is not a real name. Okay, so if you've never been in here before, I will cry, because this is where you should have all of your updated info. You should have your name, you should have the office logo. If you have a team logo, that should be in here. If you have a team name, your license number, your job title, all of that should be in here, because this is what gets pulled into your agent site. This is what you know, they're using for different emailing campaigns, things like that. So you want to make sure this is as updated as possible. So as you scroll down, you'll get to a place to add your phone numbers, your website, as well as your brokerage information. So making sure your brokerage logo is in there, the name, the updated address.
Hey Mary, which tab are you under? Connect settings?
Connect settings and then marketing profile.
Oh, there it is.
Mary,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
With our logo,
Mm-hmm.
is there any way to make it so it's not all round? So there could be some that are.
So, yes. So it looks really misleading on this page when you upload it. So, like, as you can see under our team logo, it, like, condensed it. It made it look really weird. That's not how it shows up in the website. It shows up totally normal in the website. I've seen 1 or 2 times where people, it was kind of weird and quirky for them. But for the most part, even though it looks weird when you add it to the marketing profile, I promise you it does not show up looking like that. Because that would be a problem. You can also add your social media buttons if you have a Facebook Pixel or a Google Analytics ID, your branded KW app link. Are any of you going, I know Jim, you're going to family reunion. Anybody else going to family reunion? All right, Jim, well, you're going to have to fill us in on all the fun stuff.
I have to take notes.
Because I know they've been talking up the new app. I'm super excited to see it. So I think that's going to be, a really great thing to be able to share with your database and all that. So any questions on this marketing profile, editing it, updating it? Once you've updated it, so all the way down at the bottom, you want to make sure you save it. After you've saved it, you go all the way back up to the top, and over here on the right, it says use my information to brand my agent site. You want to make sure that toggle is on, because otherwise you're just going to be tediously spending your time refilling out all this information on your agent site if you haven't set it up yet. Quick show of hands, have you looked at your agent site? Do you have it up and running? Anybody? Nick, I know we looked at that together.
Yep.
Has anybody never even looked at it? The agent website that you have to look at?
I have, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the first time I've heard them use my information for my site.
Okay, so once again, gosh, I need to teach a lot of classes, don't I? So I know there was because the websites came out, back in October, there was a little hullabaloo over the fact that they weren't exactly like Playster. Obviously, there's still updates coming, but from personal preference and experience, I think they look really nice. I know, back when we had Playster, I don't think anybody was using them for the search functionality. Am I right? Like, I don't know a single person that used it to send that to their database to say, use this to search for your home. It was a great place for blogging and testimonials and things like that. But I think with these websites, the search functionality is really where it shines. I know looking at the interface, to me, so much better than a Zillow, a Realtor.com, which are just bogged down with all the margins are advertisements and other real estate agents, and there's just so much going on. Whereas these ones, it's a very clean interface, a lot of bright white, very easy to see. You're not seeing other agents on there, so that's huge. I know a lot of the reason that people use Zillow is because of you can draw the parameters. Well, you can do that in these sites as well. So in terms of functionality, it works very similar to a Zillow. If people register, they're added to your contacts. You can see, what their saved searches are. You can figure out kind of what they're doing. If somebody's willing to register on Zillow, why would they be willing to register on your site? So if you're not on there already, or you're having issues getting it set up, please let me know. I think there's so much value and nobody's using them, which makes me kind of sad. So if you're having issues, please let us know. We'd be happy to help you out with those as well. But definitely take advantage because they are pretty nice. And I'm sure we'll see some fun updates coming out too. Any other questions on the marketing profile? Cool. Should we build a social media graphic?
Yeah.
Yes. Love it. Okay. All right. So over here, I hope you guys can see
Oh,
it.
Mary.
What?
What
What?
about the Google? The Google Plus, the Google, how you can put your own thing on the side? Does anybody use that?
What?
Google
I haven't
Pages.
used that in
Yes.
a very long time.
What do you?
I have them.
Okay, make sure after this class that you go in there and you update that information as well.
Are you talking about?
She showed us Google.
I showed Gmail.
Oh, Gmail.
So if you just search, Jim Camarada in the search bar.
Oh
And if you have
yes,
it set
the
up.
Google My Business profile. Yes, yes, yes.
Then it'll show up on the right hand side and it might say the Wayzata address.
Yep. Yep.
So make sure that you update that, you guys.
So,
So that's
where's
Google.
going
So
to
that's
Google?
Google My Business.
How come my logo shows up on yours but not on mine?
I don't have that. Should I get
Google My Business?
So it's So it's google.com/business. And if you've ever set this up, so Jim, you've definitely set this up before. We'll see if mine is Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. So,
So it's google.com/business. I'll just set this up.
.com.
Don't they like have to mail you something?
They do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
got a mail.
So it's a tedious and annoying process, but it is important. So whether you've done this or not, you're gonna want to make sure for sure that you've updated the address if it's on there. So I will be 100% honest. Haven't been in here in a little while, so give me a minute. Oh, easy. Okay. So for those of you that have already done this
Oh
and
my
are
God.
logged in, is anybody in there logged in?
I am.
Okay. So
I don't
under
know
the
why, but-
info button, under info,
Under info.
that's where you can update that address.
Got it.
Sorry to throw that in there. I forgot that was one of the.
Oh yeah, no, I totally forgot about it too. So you're good.
Google.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Google my
Google
business.
Google.com/business, and then it's attached to your like Gmail, all of your other Google accounts. So it should, if you sign in, just connect automatically to the
So
profile that you use to
Should
set it up.
should we type in like our Gmail account? I mean, because I'm saying type your business name.
So what it's doing is asking you to set up a Google My Business. For those of you that want to do that, I'm gonna say let's do that at the end because that's a bit of a process. So I don't want it like bogging down the rest of the class. But for those of you that already have it, all you have to do is go to google.com/business, and then once you sign in under info, you can update that address.
Okay.
But yeah, we can talk about that at the end of class. And yes, to your point, they do the process of getting like they want to validate you. So they do ask for your address and then they mail you like a little postcard with a code. And once you enter that code, it validates your business. It is a pretty painless process. It's just like a step-by-step. Yeah, what's up?
Yelp. Is anybody using Yelp business pages? If you are, you need to update that as well.
It never ends.
People use that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, huh?
Yes.
Some people heavily use it, yeah.
I would never yell
I'm sure we'll come up with like 7 others too.
I need lots of Yelp.
That was good, Jeff. Okay, so like I said, if you want to set up a Google My Business, let's do that at the end of class. But for right now, we're going to pop back into Command and go into Designs. Quick show of hands again. Your arms are probably getting tired. Who's used Designs? Like who's actually successfully made something?
Well, I've
Okay.
gone in and I haven't
Yes.
successfully
Okay.
finished anything yet.
Okay.
Same.
How many of you, another show of hands, have used Canva?
Mm.
Okay,
Love that.
so good news for you guys, it's very similar. And honestly, even if you've used a publisher, which, oh gosh, I hate publisher these days. If you've used any sort of design tool, learning designs isn't hard. It's just you have to spend the time to get to know like kind of the quirks and the ins and outs and such. To access it, all the way almost to the bottom, you'll see designs in the menu. Something too that if you want to see the full name of the buttons, just click the KW in the top left corner instead of just seeing the little visual button. So we're going to go to designs. So when you go to designs, you are seeing basically just kind of all-encompassing all the designs you've ever made. So I'm seeing social media graphics, I'm seeing print marketing that I've done all within here. If you're trying to revisit an old something that you've made, like if I'm trying to revisit an old social media graphic, up here in this top I can just click social and then it's taking me to just my social media graphics, et cetera, et cetera. So this one you might recognize, I made
That's
this.
so cute.
Thank you. I found the dog photo on a free photo website, not Google. I will quick say them out loud because I use these like for everything. So actually, I can pull up tabs for them, you guys. Duh. Okay, so the first one is Pexels.com.
How do you spell it?
P-E-X-E-L-S.
And what is that for?
Free photos.
Free photos.
So if you're not finding what you need, because I know Command has some stock photos, but they're limited. So there's Pexels, then there's Pixabay, PIXABAY.com. And I've never had to pay for an image. I've always been able to find something that works. Like, I think for this one I was looking for like a picture of moving boxes, and sometimes you're just like not finding like the right thing, and then I saw a dog. I was like, that is the right one. Okay, so then the last one is Unsplash, UNSPLASCH.com. So like I said, between these three websites, you can almost always find something that demonstrates kind of the message you're trying to get across.
Sorry, was that?
Oh, you're okay.
SPLASCH?
UNSPLASH. Sorry, did I miss? That's embarrassing if I misspelled that. Sorry, guys.
I just thought it was sometimes they do weird spellings.
Ah,
So, that's all.
Nope, just me in this situation.
That's all good.
So yeah, those three have been like an absolute savior for me. Found my little dog there. So if you're ready to create a new one, no matter what you're making, you always click this little blue button down in the bottom right. Then it's going to ask what you want to do. They also have an import PDF option now, so that's kind of neat. In our situation, we are going to be doing a social media graphics. You'll click that button and it'll highlight, and then you'll click next. And it's going to take us basically into a list of all the different templates. So there's nothing in here that straight up says, yeah.
So you might get to this, but when you have Instagram and Facebook linked where it goes on both, does it convert it, or do you have to do them different places?
So it doesn't convert it, but like with Instagram, you can now, it doesn't have to always be a square, so you can do different sizes.
Okay.
So I would say just refit it
Okay.
on Instagram. We use, for our scheduling, we use Hootsuite, if any of you use that. And so when I've used that, it's done a pretty good job of reconfiguring it to make sure it fits for
Both places.
both. Yeah. Yeah.
Hootsuite still free?
Tanya, do you know, are you willing to share?
Yeah. There's a paid version too, but with the free, like I use it for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So I post once and it goes with free. Anything after that, you gotta pay for it.
So wait, Tanya, you use the free version?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Stop
guys,
for yours.
this is such great news. I thought you were using the paid version. So that is way cooler than I thought it was. Okay, so good news there, because right now, Command doesn't have the opportunity to schedule Instagram, which has been like, even Hootsuite took years to finally be able to schedule Instagram. So that's why I thought you paid for it to get that feature. So
No,
that,
I used to have Twitter, and then they changed it to the free version.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
then I kept the Instagram and got rid of
yeah.
Twitter.
So that, guys, this is awesome. That you can absolutely sign up for Hootsuite. We get 30 schedules at a time. So, I mean, that for us, I think gets us 2 to 3 weeks, just depending. And then once some get like pushed out, then you can do 3 more, etc. So it is super nice for making your life a little bit easier. But yeah, so when I've done like posts to both Instagram and Facebook, it usually reconfigures pretty well. So if you haven't joined Hootsuite, you guys put that on your to-do list. Within designs, there's no design that straight up says, we've moved locations. Obviously, we have a unique situation. What Designs is great for, though, is they have a lot of templates that are already kind of colorized in the sense of, like, the color schemes. They have really great patterns. They have really great stock photos that you can use. So the graphic that I start with, don't feel like you have to use the same one. This is really about learning the functionality, following along if you want to do the same thing that I'm doing. But just know you have so many options in here of what you can start with. So what I'm going to go to, and if you haven't already, under Business Basics, they do have some Facebook cover photo options. So if you're kind of stuck and you want to make a new compliant cover photo, this is a great option. Same with email signatures. Mm-hmm. So I am going to start under this I Heart KW section. They have some really cute stuff. You can even see our wall back there as a graphic. And so these ones, obviously, we're not making a move to a new company. You guys have all been here. But I'm going to start with this template. It's simple. It's clean. It's going to get our point across. So when you see a template that you want to use, all you have to do is hover over it and click use. Cool? Okay. Has everybody gotten to a point where they've been able to find one they like, click use, get to the
Not yet.
editor?
I'm sorry.
I'm totally fine. I will give it a minute.
I feel like we have different options than you.
Do you?
Mine's-
I've got the same.
I'm getting access.
However,
redirected.
Jill, like I know some people like certain features like I've seen before other people. Some features other people have seen before me. So maybe.
I was gonna say, like, the KW wall is not an option of mine.
Really?
Really?
Scroll down.
I can't scroll down, there's nothing to
Oh,
scroll
there's
down.
nothing else to.
I can't get, it's,
Scroll
mine's
inside.
redirecting, so I'm just gonna reboot and start over again.
Okay.
Because you don't- I'm so sorry.
Create one now. Social, next.
Yeah. Oh, now I can.
Oh.
It's just a glitch.
Okay.
Got it.
Woo!
It's back now.
We're good, guys.
Love command.
Are you in?
Yeah.
I can't get in. It's just cycling.
Oh no.
Refresh.
It's, I don't even ever
Yeah.
refresh it to
Question,
stop
Yeah.
loading
because
the
this always
page.
comes when I'm doing different things, that my library, if you could kind of go over that simply because I'm wondering
Yeah.
how you can customize.
Absolutely.
your library and
Yep.
not have it like
Great question, for sure. So one of the nice things about Command, and this is where it's super, super similar to Canva, if you've used Canva, is you can upload your own photos, you can upload your own logos, etc. So under my library, if you want to add more photos, it's kind of hard to see, but down here towards the bottom is an Add to Library button. So if you click on that, from there I can add a few more images. So like if I want to go in there, hopefully nothing weird pops up. Let's add Tanya's beautiful face. Okay,
I can't.
so now it's not working.
No, I can't. It just cycles.
Is anybody else having that problem?
It says create one now. Click social. Click next.
I don't know what
Yeah.
was that.
Should I get out of Chrome?
No, I'm in
No,
Chrome.
usually Chrome is the best one to be in.
Okay, I'm gonna close everything. In Chrome.
I think I recall someone saying if you're in like incognito mode, it works really well.
Yeah.
Better. Yeah.
But for the most part, Chrome is usually
Okay,
fine.
so incognito is up in that top, there, new incognito window. Alright.
So,
It might have something to do with your cache or your cookies. Not that
I,
know what I'm
I've
talking
cleared
about, but
my cache. I do that often.
that's what.
See if it'll work now. Sorry.
I'm gonna keep
Go
going,
on.
but if
Keep
for
going.
some reason I can touch base with you at that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so does everybody know how to add custom images? Okay, so one of the features I really like that Canva does as well, so it's just like I said, if you've used it, this should be a no-brainer. This is obviously not you, so you're probably not going to want to use that photo. You don't actually technically have to use a photo of yourself. If somebody's gotten like a good photo of the building or the inside of the building or like you like doing some poses in front of that wall, here are some ideas for you. Using one of those instead of obviously the stock photo that we have never seen before. So if you want to do that, I'm going to take Tanya, I'm going to drag her over, bada bing, bada boom. Didn't have to resize anything, didn't have to redo anything. Nice, nice, beautiful face to look at. Great. So does everybody know then how to swap out a photo? Add a photo, swap out a photo. Cool. Another thing with photos, so if up here, you're still in images, if you go to company and you go to KW stock images, they have tons of different stock photos you can use. So they're very, I would say there's kind of a theme you see here. It's like families. It's like this guy's handing keys to a couple. There's a couple like outdoor shots. But in general, it's mostly like people. So if you wanted to, for some of your other marketing pieces, you could use these photos as well. They're really nice for just kind of some generic marketing that you're doing. And the same concept, you literally just drag and drop them into whatever graphic you're making.
I don't have any photos in that.
Under, did you click the KW stock photos folder?
Huh, no, so thank you.
Good, problem solved.
So what about, like, I tried to put a picture in there and it was like the head was cut off and,
So if you double click, so once I dropped Tanya's photo in there, I double click it, I can then resize it.
Huh?
Hers is like the exact size of this box, so I can't do anything with it, but I could like make it bigger if I wanted, but it's like, you're limited based on the size of the frame. But if you need to redo it somehow, just double click it and you can reconfigure. Does that make sense? Okay. So the next thing, as you can see, KWDBA name is not the name of our brokerage. So you want to make sure that under logos, you have your brokerage logos updated there. Have a bunch of different colorways because you're going to have some dark backgrounds, some light backgrounds. Sometimes you want to use red, sometimes you want to use black, white, whatever, what have you. So if we want to drop something in here, same concept, you drag it, you drop it.
Can you get those logos from here, or do you have to upload them from?
I had to upload them.
So they're not in command or
They're not
anywhere?
automatically. Were they for anybody else? Okay, I don't think so. But to add them, it's similar to regular photos. You add to library, you upload them. Yeah.
if we have a logo for our business,
Mhm.
do we have to have that as well as the KW Premier?
You always have to have the KW Premier Realty one. You can choose to add your logo or not, like your personal one. I mean, I would assume you would because it's your own. So at that point, like if you're adding another one, so like with New American Funding, we have this, but then we also have our little star. So if I wanted to add another star, I would click right on it and it just pops it into the document. I can resize it. I can spin it around if I want. I can move it around if I want. So then if you wanted to, all you have to do is click right on it and it'll add it to the document. Any issues with swapping out the logos? Adding logos? Cool. So then, the text. I don't necessarily want it to say I'm making a move. I'm not trying to get people thinking that I've like moved like to a different brokerage or anything. So you can make this say whatever you want. Let's say, okay, come on. It should do what I want it to do. Leave, moved, locations, Yahoo. So, to actually edit your text, once again, I just click off to the side, I double click on it. Double clicking on the text box gets you to where you can actually edit it. If you only click it once, you can kind of move it around, like if you want it moved on the page. I could just click once and then whoop, put it wherever I want, double click to actually edit the fonts. Something that I like about Designs is they have some cute fonts in there. So if you've ever done anything in Publisher and Word, can anybody relate? Does anybody hate the fonts in there? Like they're the worst things in the world. So that's why I have an appreciation for good fonts. Font choices are important choices. So this one I think is great because it's clear, it's easy to read. But if for some reason you want to jazz it up a little bit, you can do that. So up here when you're working in a text box is all the ways you can edit your text. So if I click on this, right now we're doing Roboto, but you can find maybe some other cute ones. Like this one is cute, but I know it's probably not going to be, well, actually that's not that bad. If you make it big enough, pretty clear, easy to read, cute. It looks like handwriting. So if you want to kind of jazz something up, update those fonts, kind of make it your own. You've got all sorts of different things in here. So what else you can do with your text, obviously, we can update the size. So if you want it bigger, let's make this a little bit bigger. Even bigger. Not that big. Okay. What else you can do? So if I click on here, we can change the color. You want some brighter red, you want some bright blue, whatever your little hearts desire. You can change that just by going through, clicking different colors. You can do, if you know, like Keller Williams has specific like hex codes or what they're called, and it's essentially like a code that tells you the exact color of Keller red. So if you Google Keller Williams hex codes, the first article will tell you like what the grays they use are, what the reds they use are. So it's a really nice way of exactly matching the color that you're trying to do.
Mary, what do we Google again? Did you say?
Keller Williams hex codes,
Thank you.
HEX. For certain fonts, you can also, and this is where it becomes pretty simple. It's just, once again, learning the functionality. You can bold it, you can italicize it, you can underline it. You can make everything uppercase or lowercase. That looks terrible, so we're going to change that. If for some reason you make a mistake, up here in the top left, undo. Undo again. Perfect, back to normal.
Do we need to save as we go?
It should auto save as you're going along, but if you want to just make sure before you download it, it's just file save.
And then can we save it as a name, like, you know,
Yes.
like the word home game?
Yes, up here. Thank you. You're asking the right questions. Up here in the right, we can change this to say, like, we've moved. Whatever it is, that'll help you find it later if you need to. You can also adjust the line spacing, so if I want more space between my lines, I can do that. I can do letter spacing, etc. So really just giving you a little bit more option for how you're jazzing up your text. Questions on text? Okay, a couple other things you can do. So if for some reason you just want to kind of jazz it up a little bit more, these lines, you can edit these colors. So if you want your logo's color, you can click on each one of these individually, update it. Because as you can see, it's kind of like a little gradient. So those are automatically on there. You can also, come on.
Can you match color? You know how they do the you know.
Yes, you sure can. So if you go into the color, you click the little eyedropper, say I want it to match Tanya's hair color. I can do that.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah, yep.
That's
Mhm.
really huge. I didn't know.
Which Canva cannot do. So go designs. Okay, so a couple other things. When you're outside, like you're deselected on anything, you're not like in your text box, what have you, you can do a few more things, as you can see like here at the top. So you can straight up draw, like with a pen, your own like signature if you want. I don't recommend that because my hand is definitely not stable enough. But you can also add like other shapes if you want. So if you want to do a lot, like you want to add a line, pop that in there. You can add shapes. So they have hearts, they have, I mean, really, really basic shapes, but then you can click the drop down.
Where did you get those options?
So if you're not clicked on anything in the document, so you're not clicked in the photo, you're not clicked in the text box, you should see up there on the top the drawing, the shapes, the frames, the text, etc. Everyone see that? Cool. So then you can add shapes, you can add frames. Frames are essentially like if you want to be able to do that drag and drop photo feature, that's what that background looks like. So when you see that, that means when you drag a photo over it, it'll pop into it. And then also adding more text boxes. In terms of functionality, are any of you having an issue with something or you're not sure how to do some aspect of it? Okay. So this is a little, another aspect you have in your icons. If you go to company stock, company and stock, they have just a couple cute little like graphics that you can pop in there if for some reason they're relevant to what you're doing.
Can you look up, like type in like boxes? or something?
So you can, but they don't have very much. So it's like that's one area where they don't really have kind of like as many of those cute little infographics, but
Okay.
they have a couple, so worth looking through them. Another thing that you're probably not going to be using this for, but in terms of like future marketing, you can add like listing photos. Like you can look up a listing, find the exact one you're looking for, also doing snapshots. So some of the pieces that I really like within designs are based on the neighborhood snapshots. So if I look up my neighborhood name, and you can also search by zip code, you click which one you're looking for, and you can get little graphics that
that's so
show.
Oh, that's so cool.
Uh-huh.
You
However,
got all the tricks up your sleeve.
I've been in here a lot, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. So something to note, however, double check. So like if you're planning on sharing this with somebody, double check that the information is kind of reading the way you want it to be perceived. So for example, I live in South Hopkins. So South Hopkins has, I live in a townhouse. My townhouse value is probably bringing down the value of the really schnazzy houses on the Minnetonka border. So you can't actually edit that based on the neighborhood you're trying to showcase. So if for some reason the numbers aren't giving the message that you want to give, just be aware of that when you're sharing this with people. Does that make sense? Because you're not the one that's getting to draw the parameter lines. So I just know that for some people they don't necessarily want that number to be showing if they're like door knocking a nicer neighborhood of South Hopkins, something like that. But I think they're really cool. And once again, you just pop the neighborhood in there, drag it in. They have some templates that are already like ready to go with these. They already have them built into it. So that's just one that I thought was pretty cool. In terms of the announcement graphic, how is that going? Is anybody like actively doing it as we speak? Okay. How's it going? Do you like what you're making?
I did not know that you could drag and drop to.
Isn't that amazing?
I was like cussing at my computer the other night trying to figure out how to swap in logos and stuff, and it was just not working. And now I know it's like, oh.
Yeah, I know. And having to resize things and like do all that. Yeah. Yep.
Can you put like hyperlinks into those or no? No. Okay.
Nope. So I actually had somebody ask me this yesterday. So there are workarounds, but within Command itself, I have not found a way to like have something hyperlinked.
You can't hyperlink on your social, like these kind of things?
Not directly through Command, unless somebody knows something I don't know.
I mean, can you even do it on Canva?
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
So, and yeah, that's the question I got. So I guess the workarounds there, it depends on where, or like what you're doing with it. Cause like you said, yeah, you can't even do it on Canva. So like if you have it, because I know there is a design in here, the email signature, there's a place where you can have it say like, go to my website and then put in the name, like the name of your website. So what I'm guessing, do you even know who Nick Baldwin is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what his is. That's what his looks like. My guess is the way he did it is he downloaded it, put it into Gmail, then hyperlinked it in Gmail. Because no matter where they click on that signature, it'll take them to his website, but people see the click here to go to my website, they're going to click there.
So
But
you
it'll,
can go for like the whole image.
yes, so it's the whole image. I recently found out that there's not, unless you know like advanced coding, there's not a way to add like multiple links to one image, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a signature block that was like, go to my Facebook, go to my whatever. Yeah, and unless you know how to code it from scratch, it's like darn near impossible. But if any of you know how to do that, let me know. How are the graphics going, you guys? Good?
I have a question.
Tanya, yes.
In this, I haven't really been 100% paying attention. So in this, does it have, you know how Canva has the dancing? You know, they're
Yeah.
like, Does this do any of that yet? No. Okay. So, and then you know what I'm talking about, the Canva dancing graphics.
Yeah.
It's like they're super fun and funky, right?
GIFs.
Yeah. So you could do the same thing in there, similar thing in there, and create something that has a little more movement, stars flashing, or little waves, cuteness. That would be another way to jazz it up if you wanted to.
How would you do that?
So I would make it in Designs, add it as an image in Canva, and then pop the little twirly, doodads on there.
Yeah.
If you go back, the post she did announcing that I'm like joining the office, it has the little like
Do
things.
you have my Facebook or Instagram?
I sure do.
Did you make it for her?
No, she made it for me.
I was gonna give you credit.
Well, she can
I I wasn't gonna say I did it.
Where is it?
Um,
She doesn't make everything. Should I take some?
so it's got a little like sparkles. We have like I think this one does it too. It's just Canva has little. Oh, let me pop in there. I'll show you real quick. So if you create a design, animated social media,
Oh.
and then they have like fun little. Like if you click on any of these, like they just have like little things that move. So Tanya, I love that point. When you make something in Command, download it as an image. Oh, I should show you how to download as an image.
Wait, has anybody shared theirs yet?
No,
Can somebody share it? I want to show you something else.
we're not done yet.
Don't rush them, Tanya. Okay, but when you are, yeah, see you later. When you are done and you've named it, you've saved it, always make sure you save it right beforehand. It's this little down arrow. You click download and you can do it as a JPEG, a PNG, or a PDF. Ooh, you guys. You want to know something cool? You want to know something cool? Great. So, you guys can have transparent backgrounds. You can download a PNG as a transparent background, so you can create a logo in here.
What?
Yeah.
To me, that was amazing. So, if I did transparent background and I downloaded it, this whole white space would just be blank.
No way.
Yeah. So, like I said, you could create a logo in here, download it with a transparent background, and then you're good. And in case you I didn't know this until I started this job, but only PNGs can have transparent backgrounds. So if you're ever uploading a logo, make sure it's a PNG. Otherwise, it'll have that ugly white box around it. But isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Canva, you have to pay for that. Dumb Canva. So to me, that is a really, really, really neat feature. So if for some reason, because I know didn't you make your logo in Canva? Yeah.
Can you
So-
do the same thing with the profile picture?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you could. So it's pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah. So that is a pretty cool feature.
As long as you've got a white background.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, save it as an image, upload it to here,
Yeah.
put it in a square one, transfer background.
Yeah. All right.
You're welcome.
I want to show you guys something super cool.
Oh, I have
Perfect.
no idea.
Where are the cute things in Canva? I'm sorry.
Animated social media graphic. And I think you can find them no matter what document you're in. So like if I'm in Happy National Pizza Day, I literally have a whole Canva thing for goofy holidays. Like what else did I make? National Iowa Day is on Saturday. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, when was
I'm gonna
Pizza
put
Day
something
again?
else on.
Sunday.
National
Sunday.
I don't want my face that large on this picture.
Why?
I know, that's what I'll do. No thanks.
Well,
Why I don't like this
so you don't want your photos so large? What you can do? Okay, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it because her face is in it. So hold on.
Is my face so big?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna delete her. I'm gonna click on this, and I'm going to resize it.
Yeah, just
I could do just a teeny little one in the corner if I wanted.
Yeah, and then I just need a moving box or
So
something.
I deleted the photo that was in it, and then I clicked on it
And then you
again,
just size it.
and I just resized however my heart desires.
I need to go take pictures of the walls.
Or something.
That is like that. I love that wall for photos.
Okay.
So Tanya, what's the cool thing you want to show?
I want to show, but I need somebody to post their thing.
But what are you
that's
gonna do?
beautiful.
I'm going to show you some social media coolness.
Okay. Now, if we're working on Instagram on our computer, we can't post it from.
Nope.
Nick, do it.
So then you have to
You
send
ready?
it
Do
to
it.
yourself.
You ready?
Put it somewhere.
You can always take it down.
Oh,
You can do it
oh,
first.
you guys, hold up. Make sure your new office address is on there,
Oh,
and don't just say we moved locations. Say say the address. Duh.
I want to show them how to put it to their story.
I love those when you see them on Facebook. It's
Like add it as a story instead of a post.
No, post it and then take your post.
Yeah, there's no
Where do you
photo
go?
like that. I'm like, oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, I see.
I need
She needs a guinea pig.
one of you to post your I moved to your Instagram. Please. Somebody.
Yeah, that was my bad, you guys, for literally just now remembering it. But I remembered.
I'm looking
Oh,
at you because
so
you
if for some reason you don't know how
I
to,
have pictures I need from Jen to finish
your
my-
new pictures.
if you need to add another text box, say for the address, up here, you click text, let's call it a subtitle. I can move it around, edit it, etc. Yep.
So I just compiled a little list. So Sharon wants Yelp training. LinkedIn. Obviously more of this. Instagram. Who's TikToking?
Oh my gosh.
You were there when we first talked about it.
Did you see my TikTok?
Are you on TikTok?
You deleted it right away.
I deleted it because one of our past clients pointed out the song that was in my TikTok. I did a duo with a puppy, and the song that was in it was very inappropriate.
Oh, I didn't listen to the song.
Yeah. Most people don't have their volume on. And for me, I don't think anything about what music I'm actually playing. I'm just playing it and humming probably the wrong words. So anyway. Okay, are you done on that?
Yes.
I'll show you my TikTok. My ears are messing around. TikTok. Jen with the TikTok.
Is everybody good with designs? Like, do you feel comfortable with it? Perfect. It's not hard. It's more like tedious, just learning the process. Tedious is is the main thing. But and then when you're done, you just click done, and it's gonna take you back to just like the overall designs page where it shows you all your templates, and you can find it again.
Code. Buddy, it needs a code.
Why are you so frustrated?
Because I can't get in.
Oh.
Okay.
Can't get in. Yeah.
Is this still going, Tanya?
Yeah, leave it up.
Okay.
So I've got a chat going when I'm 24 in queue. So this is what I get.
Yeah. See you later.
Okay, so watch. I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna go to home and start over, okay?
Yep.
Here we go. We're gonna go down here. Social. Next. It's gonna work now that you're over my shoulder.
Don't you hate it?
I've rebooted. I'm in incognito. I've cleared cache cookies.
Yeah, that's gotta be just like a system error.
Look at-
thing. What the heck? That is weird.
So every time I have an issue, and I have a lot of issues, I'm going to have to now leave, and I don't get anything resolved.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know what the deal is.
On the bright side, this will at least be on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
So you can
Well,
rewatch or
I
find
pulled
me.
down how to create a social. There's a link for it.
Oh,
and
good.
it shows exactly
Oh, good.
everything.
Okay.
So I can at least go back in there. And this was helpful. It's just
Yeah. Right.
like,
Yeah.
this is the story of my life. It's
Yep.
like I'll put it in a
Oh,
contract.
trust me, I've been in the middle of a class when things stopped
Yeah.
working, so that's embarrassing.
So 20, 30 minutes, and I'm only down 6 people.
I just want a different image.
Cute.
That's all.
You don't like that?
Well, I just want something different. But I don't know.
That's
A
cool.
moving box or something. Add something to
Alright.
it.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Did anybody post it yet?
Tanya, you're so
Did I
anxious.
steal that puppy? Put it on mine.
Yes. Did you find the puppy? I think it was on Pixabay.
It's on Unsplash.
Orb on Unsplash. It's a really cute puppy. Honestly, you guys, like dogs and children, like those get the likes. Tanya knows.
Yeah.
Also, on the calendar, here's an idea for you. Love Your Pets Day is on the 20th. Post a picture of your pets. Tell other people to comment a picture of their pets. Those do well, is the pet ones. Tanya, you're so excited.
This is cool. He's hooking us up.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, to your phone?
Uh-huh.
Oh, because you already did yours. You're just waiting for ours.
This is the first
Oh
time
my
we've done this in this training room, though. So now we're kind of just
We're just pioneering
we're
tech stuff.
This is such a great space. We're not all.
Isn't this nice? So much room for activities.
Yeah.
We could do some cartwheels in
Jen?
here.
Don't go anywhere yet. Can you stay?
Backs don't pull up when you try to.
I'm 10%.
Jelena's will be done with her puppy photo. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
This is so cool.
All training. So you see training on there.
Was I not supposed to unplug this?
No, that's fine.
There's KW office, large, training room, boom, there it is. Oh, it's. Here we are. Woo!
Oh my gosh,
Check
this
it
is
out.
so cool. Okay, can I use your phone to re-show them the Instagram profile update? Because I did it by just like holding my phone in front of the screen and looked like a dope. Okay, is the Facebook Live still going?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so neat. Okay, so in Instagram, you go to your profile. Oops. Yeah, you go to your profile in the bottom right. You click on Edit Profile. You go down to the bottom and Contact Options and your address. And that is where you can update your address. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. There you go.
Okay, so quick little fun. Who has TikTok? Anybody? Okay, this is what I did. Nope. Okay. So the reason I had to take that down is because of that song. Some psychopath, right? I was like, whoop, whoops. But, so what I did, that puppy wasn't mine, but because puppies and babies are so wonderful and people like to see them, I did a duo in TikTok with it. And then I created the words and did the thing. So anyway, TikTok's fun if you want to play with it. Okay, who posted their thing that they moved?
Not yet.
What's up?
I have a TikTok question.
Yes.
for you. How many followers do you have on there?
None, I just started.
Okay.
I uploaded it initially to see what my daughter was doing to make sure she was staying appropriate.
You're the one posting the.
And she did this of us. This was the very first. Okay. So we, so this was, I didn't even know anything about it. My daughter did this, and then she shared it on her social media and was getting all the, oh, your mom's so cool. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
She, of course, took it down.
Cool mom.
Right?
So anyway, so I don't have anything. I've got 13 followers. Chances are pretty good they're my daughter's friends. I think,
Hey,
you
take
know,
what
who
you
knows?
can get.
Yeah.
I'm taking them.
See, that's what I'm curious about. Like, how many people are like non-high schoolers or like
Yeah, lots.
people that are actually able to purchase homes?
Yeah,
How many
that's
Valid
the-
point.
So I will tell you.
Not, not that it won't.
Okay,
get
so
to that point.
here's the thing there. So you can share it to all your other social medias. So even if like your followers on TikTok start out as the teeny boppers, I can't believe I just said that word. But you can share it to all your other social media, so then people are still seeing like the creativity and the fun stuff of it, like on the ones that you're actively on, and then hopefully. Like, it's astounding to me how sometimes people, didn't Erin's account, like, blow up and, like, suddenly she got, like, a ton of followers?
Yeah, you want to know what it was? Her boyfriend's big old diesel pickup truck. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, she's got thousands of followers.
Who is that?
My daughter.
People's interested.
Yeah. So anyway,
Fascinating.
okay, so just to give you an idea on real estate. Darn it, girl. Good message. Okay, there's one girl. Here's another one.
This is it.
Do you see it?
What do you want?
She's got 108.8 hearts on that one. 654 comments. This is on TikTok. So what people are doing is they're doing that TikTok, and you can download it and you can save it to other platforms.
Terrible song choice.
Yep.
So bad.
Yep.
See, I don't even know what else.
Is all the music already on there? You
Uh-huh.
Look at this real estate agent
Yep.
starter pack.
What if I told you that you could live rent-free in one of the most expensive locations?
Okay, so that's that. The other thing I wanted to show you now.
Just use
is
your page as an example, Tanya.
Nina.
Oh, did Nina post?
Nina, bitch.
Yeah, I know that.
Yay!
I don't really ever use Instagram, so I don't know who would ever see it, but.
Okay, except for Nina, where are you? What is your thing? Nina, what?
You never,
Oh, no spaces or nothing?
nothing, there I am.
There you are. Okay, so Nina, let me follow you. Unlock that. You need to unlock that. That's her business page that she has locked down.
Locked it, unlocked it.
Yeah, you have it locked so that.
I will
privacy
help
thing
you.
Like I
is-
said, I don't use it.
Did
so
you accept me?
How do I do that? How do I do it? I'm already following you, so.
It's a different account here. I got you. So when you get your followers, they'll go right there. Oh, girl, you have a lot of people want to follow you.
Nina.
So just go through there eventually and okay. So
Okay.
And that's again on
Okay.
TikTok is what?
No, we're on
Oh,
Instagram
you're
right
on
now.
Instagram, okay.
So Nina, when you posted this, did you post it to Instagram and share to your Facebook page?
I did not share it on Facebook.
Okay, you guys, when you have an Instagram page, link it to your Facebook page. So when you post a post on your Instagram, it goes to your Facebook too, because there are two different demographics. Old people are on Facebook, young people are on Instagram. Sorry guys, it's fact. I have to play both sides, okay? So you do too, you're in sales. All right, so in here, what I'm gonna do, I'm following her. I'm not her, I'm following her. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and you see at the bottom I got the heart, I like it. I can comment, how great. Clap, 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 okay? And then also, I can share. You see the little arrow? The little paper
Looks like a
airplane
little
looking
paper
thing?
airplane.
See it? Okay, I'm gonna share it. And it's a private account, Nina. Okay, so I can't share her on my story because her account's private. So we're gonna help her out with that. We're gonna fix that baby up. But
Privacy,
Just go to your page and just click the same button.
That was good, Nina.
okay, so
That was
here.
super cute.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So like on this, oh gosh, have you guys seen this? Okay, so on this,
What do you want inside your house?
look at his nose.
A table,
Have you seen this?
bathroom. How many
Does
bathrooms?
anybody watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
3 for Dad,
Okay.
Mom.
That's what the theme song is from.
Maybe I will decide to do 5. 5 bathrooms? Maybe 6 will do. Maybe 6.
Okay, so anyway, so I'm gonna share it,
Add toys.
and you see how it says add video to your story?
A swing.
So then on here I can do
A slide.
new post.
Yeah.
Boop. So then they gotta click me to see the new post, right? And then I can share it to my story. So now on Instagram,
So it wasn't the gremlin. That's all.
on Instagram, I can say, oh, new post, and then they can go watch my HGTV video.
Or you can share other people's posts.
Or you can share other people's posts.
So like,
Let me get
so like if you, so like I've done it where like a funny account I follow posts something funny and I share it to my story because I think it's so funny. I've done that before.
Yeah. So, Nina, are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take over your phone? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get you to mirror so you guys can see this, because Terry is intrigued at this point.
I am.
I'm too old to get
How do we do this? Clear. Where's the?
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. See you, mirror.
See you, Jerry.
Does she not have that on her phone, or do I not know what I'm doing? I know I don't know what I'm doing. Where is the nearing? Did anybody else post this yet? Okay, I'm not gonna screw around with that. Did anybody else post it?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Bye, you guys. Thanks for participating. Call us if you have any questions.
What's going on?
All right, so